And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Miami Marlins. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, the big bat in the lineup so far this year. Lamont Wade Jr. leads the team at OPS. So he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks. He'll barrel up the baseball. He'll hit the ball in the gaps. He'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now. And he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Noble Meyer. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
All right, ready to go here. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 3.
3-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Count is full.
Strike him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now the third baseman, Noelvi Marte. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get an out on the play.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Slow roller to third, and that goes foul. Right-hander kick steals. That one to first, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. The flip to the pitcher is late. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Tyler Stevenson getting ready to hit. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple
Two
runners
balls, one
on.
strike.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Marte, the lead runner at second. De La Cruz over at first. A runaway. Got him swinging.
Well, Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And now Spencer Horwitz. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And that is that. Reds strand a couple. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And pitching in this game, Chase Burns.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
That's out to center field. Friedel hauls it in for the out. One away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
Zips it across, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
2 outs, base is empty. Lamont Wade Jr., the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swing. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
We all know that that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
And he grounds one to the right side. McLean over to first. 3rd out. 1 left for Miami. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Stepping in, Matt McLean.
Cut. 2-2's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Jake Fraley. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And that's a fair ball. Laureano comes up to hit. Two outs. Runner on the go. Gets a piece and stays alive. Runner goes again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Just
Full
misses. And the count's full. And ball
That's
4,
ball
2
4. Take your
aboard.
base.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
And now the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Right side, and that chance handled. And that is the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Ian Brown. That one out to right, Laureano. And there's one down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. Wong launched a homer in his most recent game. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Line drive caught.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Taylor Ward, the next up for the Marlins. And no one can get there. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting eight, the shortstop,
Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Marlins leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Next pitch in for a strike and a count 1-2. Go Chris through the early stages. He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Ball high.
And that's too high. Top of the third, no score. Finds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
As we go to the last of the third, here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. Swing and a ball popped in the air. McLean pulls that one down, and there's one down.
now batting the center fielder, Johan.
And up next for Miami, Johan Rojas. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's hard hit on the line. Laureano pulls it down, 2 down.
Now batting second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
MJ Melendez, the next up for the Marlins. 2 outs. That's ripped. Base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And now here is Ian Brown. Friedel makes the catch. That is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, now it's going to be Spencer Horwitz. On the ground to first. Wade steps on first for the out. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Way outside, 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
So 2 down now, and here is Jake Fraley. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. On the ground right side. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line, and once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Dane Myers. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Fraley stands at second with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Connor Wong. That's
That's the
outside.
ball.
And it's 2-1.
You know, these
2-1.
Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Puts it away for the out.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Taylor Ward, the next up for the Marlins. In the air, right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And here is Trey Sweeney. The 2-1. To the right side, McLean. Tosses to first. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance, and the lead is 2.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. You put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Now the third baseman, Max Schumann. 2 down, nobody on. That one outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throws to first. And that is the third out of the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 2 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Laureano.
Fouled off down the right side. And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. Meyer winds and deals. Close,
That
but
missed.
called
That's
a
a ball.
ball. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Towards first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Noelvi Marte. 2 outs, base is empty. Just
That's down.
missed.
That's the ball.
And there's
That
the ball.
missed. That's the ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one.
3-1.
The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That pitch gets the corner. 3-2 now.
We got a full count.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Marlins 2 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Miami, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas.
That's the ball.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning.
And it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chase Burns won't go any further tonight, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. Brandon Williamson on to pitch out of the pen here.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And at the plate for Miami, Bryson Stott. Pickoff throw, Rojas back in on a dive. No outs, runner on second. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, first baseman,
Lamont Wade Jr. now at the plate.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Pulls it down and there's 2 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now a chance for MJ Melendez. The 1-1. Here's a high chopper. McLean. That's the inning. One left for Miami. They're up 2-0. A new arm into the game, the righty George Soriano.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
In for a strike. Now 1-2.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
In now for the Reds, Tyler Stevenson. Next offering is outside.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to the left, down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they trail by 1.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So up next, Spencer Horwitz. And 1-2.
1-2, the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
That misses.
Ball, that's up.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Jake Fraley will hit next.
Yeah.
Stevenson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Rojas squeezes it, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the 6th inning, and now for the Marlins, Ian Brown. Up the middle. On the run. Sends it over to first. In time. Got him. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Connor Wong. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, De La Cruz. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Number 4,
Digging in, Taylor Ward. Two outs. Shoots a line drive single into right center.
now batting, the shortstop.
So a man at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Marlins leave 1. They lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the Reds DH, Dane Myers. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
You got a full count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Next pitch way upstairs. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Now this is in the air down the line. Ward sizing it up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Jacob Junis.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, Matt Schumann.
2-1.
Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Jose Leclerc, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Santillan warming up as well. Out to short. De La Cruz to first. One up, one down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Johan Rojas.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
The batter, number 5.
So man aboard, Bryson Stott, the next up for the Marlins. Throw over to first, and he's back in there. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a rope into center field, base hit. The throw to third, and he's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So 2 on with 2 away. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. And up next for Miami, Ian Brown.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Stop at third. Wade on second. Melendez on at first with 2 down. Grounds 1 to short. De La Cruz. They get the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 2 and the Reds 1. Declan Cronin gets the call from the pen.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And fouled off. And that's ripped for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Here comes the throw. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Next to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And that is a big first out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Spencer Horwitz, the next to hit. In the air, out towards right center. Rojas under this one. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. Tie game here in the 8th.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Next offering upstairs.
Ball.
Jake Fraley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Check swing, and he went. Now 3-2.
Count is full.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Leclerc.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Here's the catcher, Connor Wong.
The catcher.
Out to short, and that one finds its way through. Off to a good start for the leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And here is Taylor Ward.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Line drive. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Shortstop.
Trey Sweeney getting ready to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Runner takes off on the ground. Save! No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. And that one in the air center field. Friedel under it. Drops into the glove. And that will end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set for the start of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley. And a count 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Dane Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. Clips the corner. Counts full, 3-2. Bases empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Ramon Laureano now at the plate. Outside low, and a count 2-1.
Ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
TJ Friedel in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Count is full.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. We are tied 2-2. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Alexis Diaz. Back to the top of the order, and the batter now, Johan Rojas. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Friedel. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's going to be Bryson Stott. All tied up. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it's into the gap. Not stopping. He's going for 3. He's got a triple. And now the winning run is at 3rd with only 1 out.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now just 1 swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Here at the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Designated hitter, MJ.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, MJ Melendez. Trying to send this to extra innings. Out towards left center. Fraley getting an angle on it. Squeezes it. And that is the inning. One left for Miami. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Jarrett Koenig gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
That one to first, and it kicks off the base. Throws to second. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. In now for the Reds, Noelvi Marte.
That's the ball.
And it is 2-1.
2-1.
Man at second. And now it's even up.
2-2.
Steps off and bluffs a throw at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Full count.
Squirts away a little bit. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cut on and lifted in the air. Brown on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Up next is Cincinnati. The shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rojas under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Next to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Out towards right center field. Rojas on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that's the third out. They put two on the board on just one base hit. No errors and nobody left on. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Reds 4 and the Marlins 2. And we're back on to the bottom of the 10th. And at the plate for Miami, Ian Brown. Tying run at the plate. And that one off the outside edge.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The catcher,
Connor Wong, the next up for the Marlins.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Hit in the air, center field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 4,
Marlins down to their final out. And now, Taylor Ward. Melendez on at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1 strike away. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes Melendez. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Big RBI for him right there.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. And that misses. And it's 2-1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
That's out to center field. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
4-3 our final score. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.